All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Tuesday, April 22nd, set by Paul. And so, in honor of Paul, I have a cheeky little cryptic clue of the day. All right, try this one on. Players helping to take balls away, 10 letters. And I think maybe I need to give some letters to make these a little more gettable. It's sort of trial and error. We'll see if this helps. Anyway, remember it is Paul today, so maybe keep your mind in the gutter. Players helping to take balls away. Okay, let's see what Paul has. I have been warned by Alan that this is very, very difficult, if not impossible. So let's see. Prime number, herd fighting with indefinite number. Well, herd certainly suggests a homophone. Yeah, so maybe a homophone for a prime number. No, I think it might be a homophone for fighting, and followed by, well, I don't know if there's a mathematical term for indefinite, but I immediately think of our old friends X, Y, and Z, and that's going to be a prime number. Yeah, I don't think there's a prime number ending in X because 6 is not prime. Oh, of course, it might be completely putting us off with prime number. Maybe it's just prime. I don't see it. We collected by clinician north of a Caribbean country. All right, again, because it's Paul, I'm thinking we might be urine. Um, collected by clinician. Well, I think that might be a fancy way of saying doctor. North would be N of a Caribbean country. Oh, so maybe it's an adjective of a, not Dominican. Ah, yeah, well, maybe Dominica. No, the north, I think, means it's going to end in N, which makes me think it's the adjective form of something. I should know these Caribbean countries, having played, excuse me, Wordle and Flaggle for, over 2 years now, I think. Okay, sketch, very average, rubbish. It could be a sketch. Very, of course, could be V, and then a word for average, and then something for rubbish, or maybe the whole thing means rubbish. Yeah, I don't get that either. Base 17 yet to be delivered. All right, I presume that's a. Oh yeah, I see we have a few cross references coming in. Oh, I always hate that. Yeah, I think we need to get 17. Popular as might be spanking bottom. Oh, I say. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. All right. Oh, yeah, well, I'm just thinking nudge, nudge, wink, wink might indicate innuendo. We know popular is often in. Let's see. And bottom could be end. Oh, and then oh, I say is a homophone indicator for oh. That's clever. Popular is the in, as might be. Of course, when I first read it, I was thinking spanking bottom might simply be the last letter of spanking. We've seen that before. But I think it must be innuendo. But I just don't get the NN part. All right, let me make a note of that. Okay, use toilet humor at first, comedically, in basic sketch. Oh, another sketch. Surely one of these, yeah, is going to be an artistic sketch. Oh, I think there is something like a rough, what do they call it? A rough out or a rough something. So use toilet. I think that's going to be the first part of the charade. And then humor at first, I think is just going to be the H. And then comedically, yeah, I don't know what that is. All right. Fox News in charge. Toxic in the extreme. Toxic in the extreme might be the outer letters of toxic, the T and the C, but you'd have to put something in between them. In charge can be IC. NN, maybe for news. Maybe it is the extreme. I am wondering about fennec. I think that word has something to do with foxes. Let me pause and look up that word. Well, there is a fennec fox, but it's EC. I was thinking it was IC. Oh, but on the other hand, a charge could be a fee. Ah, all right. So let's try that. We do have the two N's, so new can be N, so news therefore could be NN, and that goes inside the charge, the fee. And then I think the extreme of toxic is only the last letter, the C. All right, finally, I have a couple in, but it's been tough going. Fella in deer, not entirely. Ah, well, I was just thinking if that's a hidden clue, not entirely, just part of fella in deer. We do have a hind, which is a deer. Our etching, those, oh, sketchy again. Improving. I think it might be a word for improving. Sketchy might be an anagram indicator, but how do we get 10 letters? And we're going to need, well, we can, there's a U in our or though, but the N would have to come. Oh, yeah, I think it's just our etching. What am I thinking about? Yeah, those sketchy. Um, so, all right, let's try the anagram helper and see if I'm lucky again. Yeah, I think, oh, it's going to be an ing, of course. Improving. What are we going to have left over to deal with the, oh, TCH might go together. Oh, no, well, couldn't be after the U. Yeah, let me put in the ing. I should have done that. Should have spotted that. And our retching. Improving. Oh, yeah, I'm still not. There aren't that many possibilities. It could be something like teaching, oh, hectoring almost, but not that. Oh my goodness, I'm being ridiculous. That'll teach me to make fun of Simon yesterday. Why am I not seeing? Yeah, just not seeing that. All right, I'll come back to it. Stuff Lying around flat interminably, one hasn't quite grown up. Ooh. So I think we're going to put a word for stuff around flat, but without its final letter. But is it going to be literally flat or a word for flat? Ooh, which could be even, maybe EVE inside a word for stuff, and stuff could be a verb. In fact, I think it probably is. One hasn't quite grown up. Peter Pan, or maybe some kind of like teenager, tweenager. No, I don't see that either. Surrender, wobbling, one run short of century, ending on 99. Well, 99 is going to be I see. We do have a C there. Oh, I wonder if it's the century ending goes on 99. Wobbling, one run. But then the short of century is 99, so we get two 99s. Oh, I'd love a 99 ice cream right now. Surrender. Yeah, I'm not sure it would end in ICY. I'm going to have to come back to that. Procedure on defining both possibilities for batter. Oh, I think it's going to be a procedure, and it's probably going to be made up of two words that I presume it's a cricket batter. I mean, they could be out, or they could score a run, a four, hit, procedure. Oh, could it be a pancake batter? No. Sin ends in tragedy prophetic. In month of Aquarius, say, the water carrier. Wow. I do wonder if we're going to take the ending letters from tragedy prophetic, YC. They don't seem likely either. Oh, unless, yeah, they might go there. I'm thinking a water carrier could be a something cup or something can. Oh, there is a sippy cup. What is the month of Aquarius? Say. Maybe because the months don't exactly align up with the star signs, that's why we have say. Or it could just be a homophone for that month. And what's the sin doing? Is it the... Oh, maybe it's the ending two letters of sin, I-N? No. Name associated with lectures, announced, award. I think it's going to be an award that is a homophone from a name associated with lectures. Well, there's TED Talks, there's, aren't there lectures named after Davy? What was his name? The British scientist. Oh, it could be a famous orator from ancient Rome. I don't know, but he wouldn't be giving lectures, I think. No. Cold, oh dear, Scottish island, toured by a dog expert. I'm thinking cold is going to be sea, and then we're going to have a Scottish island toured by a dog and the whole thing will be an expert? I was wondering if it could be a dog expert, like a, I don't know, caninologist or something, if that's what a word. But then the toured by a wouldn't make sense, so I think it must be an expert. Yeah, there's so many Scottish islands. Oh, another sketch. Cryptic clues for gags with sketch. So I think we're going to have to read out the answer to this one, and it's going to read like cryptic clues for gags. Oh, gags, of course, don't have to be jokes. And then again, sketch. Oh, a sketch can be a boat too, of course. Yeah. Oh no, a catch is a boat. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Liquid starter from waitress. So doubled up. Put in sketch. I'm I'm thinking about a liquid followed by a W, the starter from waitress. So, oh, is it literally so will be doubled up? Or so could be then, yet? Put in sketch. Well, I wonder if there are things like names of famous Monty Python sketches or something like that. Dead parrot. No, but put in sketch question mark. I'm thinking that is the definition. Could be liquid. Yeah, maybe it's just a liquid like tea something or hot toddy or oh something water maybe with the W. No. Highlight when still a teenager. Trying to think if adolescent has the right number of letters. I think it does, but how is that highlight when still a? Let me put it in first to make sure it is the right number of letters. It is if I type it correctly. When still. Still can be a picture. No, I don't like that, so we'll clear it. Coming or going round top of creek as salmon might be. Yeah, I think as salmon might be is the definition. Top of creek, I think, is just that C that I'd put in, which might be right. As salmon might be. I'm wondering if it's something like of course. I mean, salmon could be a course at a meal. Up, oh, up. No, in coming or going. No. Possible call from male in rush on getting up. Getting up sounds like a reversal indicator for a downing, a down clue. So I think we might put a male, which could be simply an M, in a word for rush. But then I think we have to reverse at least the rush, if not the male. possible call. Like a wrong number or a no something. Ooh, maybe a call in sports, like no goal, offside. No, find intimate in book without cover. Well, book without cover might be just the two O's, although then I think they would say without covers. Maybe we just drop one of the letters. Yeah, maybe the definition is find, and we put intimate or intimate. No. Heading for Exmoor, oxygen-fueled females take a hike. Well, the heading for Exmoor must be an E. I think it's going to be... yeah. This is very on brand for Paul. I was thinking, how do you like take a hike? It might just simply be go for a walk. But then I'm thinking, oh no, telling someone rudely to take a hike, you might say F off. And there's O for oxygen in four F's for four females. So there you go. All right, Western entertainer gets a grip of issue. Something wooden in sketch. Back to our theme. Yeah, at least there's no risk of me missing the theme today. Western might simply be a W. Entertainer. Yeah, well, the five-letter word, at least we know, begins with an F. Something wooden in sketch. I am thinking it's going to be something like made of. Could be something in. But I think, the entertainer gets a grip of issue. I think a word for an entertainer is going to go around issue, which might be CH for child or son or daughter. No. Sweet clown. Well, it's the last clue, and traditionally this should be easy, and it seems like a simple double definition, but I'm not thinking of a sweet a clown, a noun, but it can also be a verb to clown around. No. All right, how about, if I'm fairly confident of F off. If it wasn't Paul, I might question it, but so yeah, really was not expecting an F there. I thought it would be something that could go after a C. Yeah, maybe it's a Scottish word for cold, but I don't know what that would be. Could it be the beginning of... Oh, maybe cold is the definition. And so we may have a dog expert, and they go around the short Scottish island. I don't know. I was then trying to remember the famous dog expert from years gone by, Barbara Woodhouse, wasn't it? There is the American guy who's the dog whisperer. What's his name? Cesar, I think. But I think expert is often ace, which makes a nice ending for a word. What is it? Cold as in frigid or cold as in a chew? Affluenza? No. Oh my goodness, look at that pathetic showing for the first pass. All right, at least I have the starter, I think, and the ending letter of this. Clamor. Oh, it could be noise. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, oi, I think, is an attention seeker, not the person seeking attention, but a thing that is an attention seeker. The case of someone are the outer letters S and E, and they go beyond the final letter of noise. Oh my goodness. It's like pulling teeth, pulling your own teeth, even worse. Oh yeah, this is my. Yeah, I'm going to pause and work this one out on paper. I'm so embarrassed. Oh my goodness, this one has been an embarrassment from start to finish. It's only when I spotted the RE beginning that I saw we have retouching. And so it's improving, and it's in keeping, I think, with the theme, if it is going to be artistic. Anyway, thank goodness for that. All right, use toilet. Oh, there's our humor at first. All right, I'm worried to ask what's a three-letter word for use toilet with an I in the middle. And then comedically, in basic sketch. No, I don't see it. No. All right. Oh, we still haven't got our 17. Oh, yeah. I'm going to look up synonyms for procedure. Might be some kind of operation, but let me look it up. All right, I saw the word routine and I realized it is R for run and then out for obviously being out. But I don't get the INE, procedure on defining. Yeah, so maybe is it some other root type word? Not exactly sure about that. I'm going to leave it in for now. It looks like it could be right, but we will find out. All right, here's our sketch. Very average. Rubbish. Oh, maybe it's a Morecambe Wise sketch. Very average. Oh, rubbish might be an anagram indicator, but yeah, I don't think we have the right fodder for that. And then we still need, oh, so now we have 17. So base, routine, yet, yeah, if it is routine, yet to be delivered. Base routine. So something like in transit, maybe, or well, I wonder if base could be top. Oh no, what am I thinking about? The base is the bottom. Yeah, I wanted to begin with TO base. Oh, yet to be delivered in stock, but that's the opposite. That has been delivered. No. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 30 minutes into this one already, plus the time I was paused. And I do have to go and do something later, not too much later. So this may be one I uh, pause and try and resume later. All right. I think I may end up going to wordplays.com early for this. I'm going to pause and just think if I can think of a word for a, I think it's maybe the whole thing means use toilet, but with something. It could also be a right or something IGHT or 8 something. Anyway, let me pause, give it a minute or two, and then if I can't see anything, go to wordplays.com. When I was paused, I did realize use toilet is 9 letters plus humor at first makes 10, and so comedically might be an anagram indicator. So let's try use toilet H. Okay, it's not going to be light something. Basic sketch. Oh, a silhouette. Ah, nice. I'm just happy that it's not an actual toilet reference. All right. Oh, yeah, I don't think that's going to be. Maybe the UI, but let me take that out. So surrender, conquest type word, wobbling, one run. Oh, yeah, so maybe we anagram one run. Oh, and that goes maybe just before we have the C. And then maybe it's the ending on 90. And then the definition is 9. Anyway, let's try the anagram helper for one run. I'll put in the C and then a Y. Although I'm not sure about that, but and it should mean surrender, not currency, renounce. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I thought the Y, we had to break that, because if the definition is surrender, of course, it's going to be an E. So very fortunately, I got exactly the right thing I needed. All right, that is a very tricky definition, I suppose, to surrender somebody or give them up, deny them, to renounce. All right. Oh, yet to be delivered could be a baby, I suppose. Embryo. Oh, in utero, not just a Nirvana album. Base. Oh, it's an anagram of routine. That's very clever. But I don't get, yeah, base 17, I think to be delivered. Oh no, that's the definition. So base 7. Oh yeah, base is the anagram indicator. Oh boy, I'm really struggling with this one. That was our teenager. All right. Still nothing new on that one. Yeah, Dominica fits, but yeah, so Might be a word for we inside the. I'm still thinking a clinician might be a doctor. Ah, but yeah, if the N was the AN, where would the A come from? Ah, but maybe a clinician. Is there some abbreviation ending in A? Okay, I'm going to look at a list of Caribbean countries. Well, I didn't realize the phrase Caribbean country is a little complicated. Some that we might consider a country are dependencies, and some are actually on the north coast of South America, but it can be considered Caribbean. And I saw Suriname, and I like it because it has urine, URIN, collected by, but yeah, I don't think it's right, but I'm going to put it in for a laugh. So let's check it. No. All right, I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one because, oh, it was Dominica. Ah, but I have no idea why that is. So we collected by clinician. Oh, mini is we. Ah, it's inside of a dock, which is north of the letter A. All right. Okay. Disappointing I didn't think more about Dominica. All right, stuff lying around flat interminably. One hasn't quite grown up. It's not going to be midget, is it? Very politically incorrect if it is. No, I don't see how the wordplay. One hasn't quite grown up. Yeah, some word for immature, I suppose, childish. Yeah, I don't see that. Still nothing new on that. Okay, we do have an O now. Yeah, it could be a teen number. Let me pause and run through the numbers from 13. Okay, let me just pause. Nothing is coming to me, but I'm now thinking the definition is prime. And maybe we start with NO for number, then a homonym for fighting, and then the indefinite number, of course, I said X, Y, and Z, but also N can be any number. So what is a word for prime? Yeah, not seeing that. All right, I haven't looked at the lower half for a while. Sin, oh, no, I don't think it's a sin. I think it's going to be a water carrier. Oh, let me look up the month of Aquarius. Well, Aquarius is January 19th to February 18th. So I'm not sure about that. But I was thinking of a jerry can, although I thought that was for carrying petrol. But it does have our YC and we have the E in the right place. Prophetic. Oh, yes, that was the ends tragedy prophetic. Oh, in Jan. All right, so it does go inside of Jan all around. But, sin is to, yeah, I think that is right. My goodness. That's her name. Now let's see if that, I thought this might be of course, but coming or going. Is that going to be something about a palindrome? Round top of creek. So I think that is the C then, as the as could be part of the wordplay too. Oh, there's salmon, is it farm? Is it wild or fresh? I don't know what you call the different kinds of salmon. Oh, sea or river, I presume. No. I may have to just start putting in things, but let me try my possible call. Yeah, I think it is going to be a no. So some kind of like no answer, but I think we have to put a male. Ooh, in rush on. Ah, yeah, the on I think is the no. And then I think we're going to have the word for rush in the bottom half with a male. Could be he. Race. Uh, yeah, I don't think it's no number because that's rebun reading backwards. No. Something with an M in it, I think. R-N-H-E. No. All right, I think I'm going to look up synonyms for cold, very long ones. All right, I went to get more water. This is taking so long. And on the stairs, I remembered the Reith lectures, the founder of the BBC. And so I think a name associated is Reith, which sounds like a wreath, which I suppose in ancient Rome you'd get the wreath of olive leaves or some wreath anyway. All right. Something wooden in sketch. Well, there's our W for Western. Work of, no, an entertainer. What is something wooden in sketch? Question mark. The frame? The pencil? Yeah, but maybe it is a comedy sketch with something wooden. No? But our possible call now is a no. A no talker? No. No talent? No. No telling. Anyway, it's going to, yeah, so I think the rush word is going to end in T. Possible call. Yeah, it may not be a telephone call. It might be somebody at the door or. Oh, it could be in a bridge. I think no trumps. Yeah, the rush is a spurt and it has the M for male inside it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, our cryptic clues for gags with sketch. something. No. No. Really haven't gotten very much from these two. Okay, we do have a P here nicely for our. I think it's going to be put in sketch. Liquid. Starter from waitress. So doubled up. Now we have a P. Do we double the word up? I don't think so. Maybe it is a liquid starter, like a soup of some kind. Wet wipes. No, this is very disappointing to, after a long time, finally get to and not be able to then carry on the momentum. One hasn't quite grown up. Okay, that's our cryptic clues, of course. Yeah, I'm not even sure where to go now. All right, I'm going to go to word plays and see if there is some word that fits this pattern. Well, I see the word Novocaine, which of course I should have thought number can also be number. So I'm wondering if prime number is Novocaine. Now, I would have thought it was spelt with an E at the end, but I've no idea about the wordplay. Herd fighting, Novocaine, even with an intrusive R, Novocaine. No, so of course I may be completely wrong. Let's go ahead and check that one. Oh no. All right, I'm going to go ahead and reveal it. It's that kind of a day. Forewarn. Oh, prime as to prime somebody. Oh, that is fiendish. That is just, yeah. So a number heard is four, sounds like Fore. Fighting is war, and then the indefinite number is N. Ay, ay, ay. All right, sketch, very average, rubbish. Ah, I think I said this one earlier and just didn't realize we have the right letters here. Uh, so I think it's dead is very, par is average, and rot is rubbish. And that gives us the dead parrot sketch. Oh. All right, oh dear, I'm afraid this might be midget. Let me go ahead and put it in and let's check it. No, thank goodness that's not right. All right, one hasn't quite grown up. All right, well, what is the stuff lying around flat interminably? So word for flat without its last letter. Is it going to be the ID or just D something something? Oh, flat can be dead. The party was flat. But I can't think of anything that's something ID EAT. One hasn't quite grown up. Oh, well, the D is turns out to be right. So otherwise, maybe something like a piglet. Oh, I'm wondering about kid, like a kid goat or a child, a kid. Is there a word kidiot, a slang word that combines kid and idiot? If not, there should be. We'll start it. But what is flat? So kit, I think, is your stuff, is your kit. And that goes around flat. Oh my goodness, I can't see any word. Yeah, well, I know from the wrong answer it's not E.T. I'm going to put in Kidiot and let's check that. No, let's reveal it. Ah, so it is a slang term. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that word before. But flat is dull, which is interminable. All right, that's a new word on me. Okay, so highlight when still a teenager. Yeah, I don't. I do think maybe to under something. Ah, yes. If you're under 20, under a score, you're still a teenager. I like that. Um, oh, here's our cryptic clues for gags with sketch. No, that four-letter word with U in third position is interesting. Oh, cryptic can mean to anagram, but we have a U in clues, but we don't have a D anywhere. No. How about my cold Scottish island? Bit of a spoonerism. Toured by a dog expert. Yeah, maybe it's not AF. Oh, maybe off, not off color, off something. Oh, I think there is a Scottish island that has something like off. Is it Offa? Offa? By a dog expert. No. And, oh, so now our Western something wooden, something not tour de force, but I do like force. Oh, a farce of some kind? Something wooden. Fourth? No. And they're my liquid starter. No, no. All right, I think I'm going to have to go to word plays for this one. Admit defeat. I should have thought of the word first, and then maybe my brain might have thought of who's on first, Abbott and Costello. Um, and so I think Western, I think the entertainer is a host. Yeah, I never think of that. If you're entertaining people, you're hosting them. And that goes around. Sun is the issue. And then, oh, something wooden, I think, is a fir tree. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, but at least we have another one. So this now is salmon. It's not on course as salmon might be. Coming or going, I suppose a word like mobile. Um, Coming or going, going around the top of the, going around the sea. something like in action, or is there some way you might serve salmon on no. No. Ooh. Oh, an expert could be an aficionado. Now, I would have spelt that with two F's. I might have even put in two C's, but I think it's cold. Ah, yeah, the A dog, I think, is a Fido. Oh, it's officio. It's Iona. Thank goodness I know Iona. So, if, yeah, I really, I would not have done well in a spelling bee if aficionado had come up. Dear, oh dear, but I'm glad to get that one finally. All right. Ooh. Oh, the phrase en route. Ah, yeah, if you're coming or going, you are en route. I have heard of en croûte. I think maybe it means crusted. I'm going to guess that anyway. Okay. Here's our cryptic clues for gags with sketch. Yeah, I'm just looking at this word. I'm wondering if it's D-I-E, like hardier or gaudier, plum, plum something. Still don't have anything for my sweet clown. Oh, my liquid now. First word ends in O. Put in sketch. Yeah, maybe there are two so's. But where would they go? Yeah, I'm confused about that one. All right, again, I do need to get a move on, so I shall go to wordplays.com once more. Well, it was on the very last page of possible solutions, and they actually cross-reference this very clue. That's always the danger when you use wordplays.com. They seem to be very up to the minute. I don't know how they do it. Anyway, the answer, I think, is two soups. So I think it's a cryptic, mainly a cryptic definition, a liquid starter. Ah, no, but there has to be a W. Oh, so is doubled up. But where is the TUP coming from? Oh, put. Okay, but what's the... So W, two so's, and put are all anagrammed. Yeah, I don't quite get that one. So, well, we'll check at 15 squared. But I wonder, is there a sketch with two soups? Maybe the two Ronnies? But maybe sketch is the anagram indicator. Ah, no, I think liquid is the anagram indicator. So then what is maybe put in sketch is the definition. Or in sketch. No, two soups doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, find intimate in book without cover. Oh, Could without cover be the definition unhatted? The suspect is hatless from The Simpsons. Yeah, I think I still want it to be find. And then we're going to put intimate or intimate without cover. Oh, without cover might also mean without having to pay. No. Oh, we finally have a letter for our sweet clown. Oh, a fool, of course. I love a good raspberry fool or rhubarb fool. Well, I was going to say four candles, and that's what it is, of course. Now that's the two Ronnies. Oh, we have our problem of it not jumping to the next word. Yes. Cryptic clues, four gags with sketch. Yeah, I don't get that one either. I'm sure it's very clever, but I think it's playing on the four candles, fork handles. But I don't know why it would be gags. Anyway, all right, after all that, I finally just have one left. Find. All right, let me pause and first of all try and think of words for find and then without cover. Well, I had to use wordplays.com in the end, and unearth is to find. I think something that is intimate is near, and that is going inside UTH. I don't know why that is book without cover, so we'll have to check that at 15 squared. All right. Yeah, a nice theme. I did enjoy it, but it was quite a workout. And I had, I think, a huge number where I guessed and was wrong and then had to reveal. Anyway, let's check all. Looks like everything else is still there. All right, let's take a quick peek at 15 squared. All right, the blog is by Manehi, who says it's a tricky solve. And you know, when one of these bloggers says it is a tricky solve, then it is very, very difficult. Neat surfaces and mini theme about comedy sketches. All right. So yeah, I got that. Fella as the definition, meaning a peasant. Oh, okay. Hind is also a Scottish word for peasant, with deer as an additional definition. Yeah, I never really questioned why fella was being written with an H, but that's wonderful. Thank you to Adrian for that. So yeah, renounce. 99 runs will be one short of a century. Yeah, finally got that one. Re is about or on. Okay. Out and in. Not the R. Of course. So the on goes you're either out or you're in, and the redoubtable KVA supply that one. Yeah, Lord Wreath. There's our aficionado. Anagram, cryptic of. Clues. It was an anagram of clues for. But I think I said something like, oh, there's no D. Well, and is with. Okay. Yeah, that gags a word for with. Oh my goodness, very tricky. Two soups is, I'm going to have to pull that up on YouTube later. Victoria Wood. Yeah, and then I got the word play. We in the sense of small inside of dock, yeah. Dead parrot, yeah. Fennec, yeah, I got that one. I don't know why I wrote it down. On Earth, near is, the book UTH. I never thought of Ruth without its first letter. And who's on first, of course, Abbott and Costello. Yeah, and I presume a lot of British people, especially the younger ones, won't know who's on first. Yeah, so there we go. All right, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. That was definitely a tough one. Thanks for hanging in there, and have a wonderful day.